How's it going, everybody? This is Tony here at our cabin in the woods. Just seen some deer right behind me, and I'm over here working. They are, you get that curve in that tree right there. They're back to the left. You can see their tail are bedded down. Their tail and head. I'm gonna try to zoom in. See, there's that curve. Okay, they should be dead center of the screen, maybe to the left. I can see their tail wiggling. I don't know if you can see it or not. Anyway, the deer are around still. Anyway, what's my goal today? This whole area up here. You can kind of see last year, it's green grass. Over there's a lot of green grass. I laid some fescue down. That's the kind of stuff I've been putting in the tall blend fescue, the Rebels. That's what I put on my hill on the back, on the back side of the house. I did this last year, but then last year we had that huge amount of rain, and everything that I did over here didn't take. But for some reason, this strip here, right here, and then that strip right there where you see a cat is, that whole area is all fescued in. And I was going to get sod, but man, sod's so much money. I mean, 3 pallets took of this sod all the way through here, and that's $180 a pallet. You can see, I mean, I could probably do 8 pallets of sod through here. I ain't going to do it. So it takes a couple of years to get this fescue growing. But you rake it up real good. And what I did this time is I actually laid the seed down first, real heavy. And then I went back through and raked it. And then I'm going back again. I'm going to put more seed on top. And they also recommend a fertilizer. It's a seed starting fertilizer. That's a seed starting for grass fertilizer. And put that on there also. And then kick these sprinkles on. And I'm going to go all the way down. I'll probably go ahead and right around in this area. I'll stop. I'll rake this in really good because this is one zone sprinkler from here all the way over. My second zone is kind of like where the cat's laying. That way it goes over to where the big chicken is. Oh, I just remembered some fencing right there. I need to get rid of that. Another sprinkler up over there. So that's like another zone. This is one complete own zone right here. So anyway, I'm going to rake it all in. Put some more seed on top. Put the fertilizer on there. And probably rake it again real brief. And then start wetting the crap out of it. I got the sprinklers. It tells you to keep it wet. I forgot what it was. You need to do not let the ground dry until the seeds are 1 inch tall, I believe. 1 inch tall height. And so we'll keep on watering. I got the sprinkle system here. I got my own well. I have no problem keeping this thing wet. So anyway, all right, let me get going. I'm going to put some more seed down. I'm going to put that fertilizer down. I'm going to do a final rake and then kick this sprinkler on. My wife said last night when she came home, there's a sprinkler head right in front of that mound right over there. And she says it looked like it was just bubbling. So it very well could be plugged up because the other day when I broke that water main, some dirt and mud get in the lines, and it will only infect this system that's on this side of the driveway. So I cleaned out this side yesterday, last night. I knew it was going to be dirty because that one head was broke. And then I need to clean, and all the water will end up because the last head is over there. We have a sprinkler head that's there. I have one right there. That's where that stakes here remind me with the tractor when I was box blading that. I'll take that away once grass starts growing in good. Then there's some pop-ups. There's one here somewhere and there's another one over there. So, alright, let me get this stuff going and we'll get back at it later on. Hey everybody, I'm over here in the squash and cucumber garden. I've got a couple things I want to show you. I've got I've got cucumbers coming in. I've got 1, 2 there. There is somewhere. Where are they at? Oh, they're back here. Over here I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I just counted that one. 5 right there. I need to tend this one here. I'm having a hard time to say, hey, climb up a trellis. It keeps wanting to fall down. I think I'm going to put it up here and weave it to these rails. But the big problem I had was with my acorn. I'm getting end blossom rot on my fruits. And so, which means is, from what if I remember right, I have to go look it up, but I've already started doing it. What it means is the plant has grown so quickly, and when it produces a fruit, there's not enough nutritional value in the ground. I believe it could be that there was hanging over, so I just pushed that through. I believe they say that's a lack of calcium, if I remember right. I gotta look it up, but I do remember last year I had that too. And I happen to have some Miracle Grow feed. You can put the granules down, but it needs it now. It has to be in the ground quickly, because if not, everything that's fruited up here is you'll lose. And so I've got I'm doing that using the water soluble one, and you can spray it down. And that's what I did today. I've been doing here and getting that done. The other thing I can do, and I've already started it, but it's not going to help me out right away, is I've grabbed all the goat poop and I put it inside like a nylon, and get a 5-gallon pail of water and make basically goat tea. And you just let that that poop soak inside the nylons, and just let it sit in there, and then you can squeeze it out. Now I've seen 2 things, and I may be wrong, that's the way I've done it before, but I have seen people just put the raw goat poop right in the water and then stir it around and then put it on the plant. I do, when I break my compost down, I mean, there is goat poop in that soil right now. You can see that it's not all the way broke down. So I don't know, maybe you guys may know. I know people make the tea. I know, so I've seen maybe 1 or 2 channels that just put the poop in there, and they put water in it and let it sit in there for a few weeks, stir it around, and they pour it on their plant. Thing is, I need it now. So I've got this fertilizer, and that's what we're going to do. We're putting it on there and trying to move. Got a couple more strands I got to reset to another location, but they're doing good. And you can see how they're all growing one way. All growing in that direction for some reason. But they all look good. And that's the plant that's got, like, I think I counted 4 or 5 cucumbers in them. I do know that there was a couple more small ones in that bunch. I need to fix this here and make it trellis up. It's not, it's on the ground. That one was on the ground too, and I fixed that one. Anyway, that was a real quick update on what's going on over here. And that'll be it for now.